And now your starting lineup for Jarvis Christian University. Number 4, Aaliyah Hale. Number 5, Kimber Ellis. Number 7, Tesori Sterling. Number 8, Tykira Tate. Number 10, Kiori Rogers. And number 11, Kafanaya Douglas. Head coach, Jasmine Abbott. And now your starting lineup for your 2023 Lady Knights. At number 7, the junior from Cleburne, Texas, we have Gracie Patels. Number 10, the senior from Little Rock, Arkansas, Eunice Balboa. Number 11, senior from Killian, Texas, Faith Bispham. Who's next? Number 12, the freshman from Arlington, Texas, we have Caitlin Quintero. And number 13, sophomore from Keene, Texas, Tatiana Youngberg. Number 14, the senior from Mission, Texas, we have Annie Ochoa. And head coach, Coach Baugh.
Jarvis Christian and Southwestern Adventist here tonight in women's volleyball. It's the Bulldogs and the Knights. Jarvis Christian 5-10. Your Lady Knights are 2-5, 1-1 at home, and 2-1 in the Southwest region. They step out of region play for their second consecutive meeting against the NAIA Bulldogs from Jarvis Christian, who are 3-4 so far on the road. They played each other on Thursday. Jarvis Christian swept the Knights in that previous meeting on Thursday up in Hawkins. It was 25-8, 25-17, and then 25-8 in the third set. Jarvis Christian, boy, they were on fire. They hit a season-high 542 in the match, holding the Knights to negative attacking, so it was a blowout. Jarvis Christian was active this weekend. They played a tri-match, in fact, over in Mississippi on Saturday. They won against Tougaloo in straight sets, and then they fell to Fisk in 5 sets. So Knights in the black and Jarvis Christian, the Bulldogs, in the yellow, as we're just about set to go. Chris Shima, glad as always to be with you. Knights first of a back-to-back at home after playing 3 straight on the road. They got their second Southwest Region victory while they were on the road. Swept the season series against Champion Christian. It was a 5-set victory for the Knights. Then they fell to Jarvis, as I mentioned. They also lost their first Southwest Region match up in Oklahoma as they took on Randall. Held up just for a moment. They're checking the volleyball to make sure there's enough air, I guess, and we're just about ready to go. Knights and Bulldogs for the second time in less than a week. This one here in Keene. We'll see if Jarvis Christian has that same firepower as they did in the first meeting. They set it up for the middle, and first kill through the block by Barron. Correction, that was Cassandra Camarino. So 1-0 to Jarvis Christian. Ochoa got there first on the reception. Big hit by Balboa. That was Barron hitting it over. And we got violation on the Knights. So that makes it 2-0 for Jarvis Christian. An NAIA member, as I mentioned, out of the Red River Conference. They were picked to finish 6th in the conference preseason poll as the service error by Kelly. Kelly, who came in with limited opportunities, serves that out of play. So 2-1 now, as the Knights go on serve for the first time here today. Getting there first was Lexi Key, and that's going to be too long off of Ochoa. 3-1 to Jarvis Christian. So we'll be with you today. We'll be with you as well on Friday. Randall comes for the rematch. That'll be 3 p.m., I believe. And then after Friday, that's it. Lady Knights won't play another match for a couple of weeks. On the 13th and 14th of October, they will play back-to-backs at Oakwood University against both Oakwood and Union. There's Faith Bizfam. That's going to be long. 4-1 now, Jarvis Christian. Faith Bizfam came in hitting 116. And the first two real attacking opportunities for the Knights have both been long. They're being helped out by some errors on the serve for Jarvis Christian, though. Now Faith Bizfam will serve for the Knights. 7 aces on the season, and that's going to be in. Make it 8 aces on the year. Make it 9. Back-to-back aces for Faith Bizfam. Here's their first one, and Jarvis Christian thought that this one was going to go out of play, but it stayed in bounds. So just like that, we're tied up again at 4 apiece here in this opening set. One of the big stat differences from this year to last year, that's going to be in 2. 3 straight aces for Faith Bizfam. She's up to 10 now on the season. And the Lady Knights have just matched their total number of service aces from a season ago. That one doesn't clear the net, and we're back to all tied here in the opening set. So 30 aces all of last year. They now have 30 in the first 6+ matches. A lot of stat differences between last year's team and this year's team. We'll get into that a little bit as we go on here today. Set goes to the far side, blocked back. It's in play, they say. Jarvis Christian mentioned how hot they were. Their attack at 542 the first time these two teams met. From the middle, that's going to be out of bounds off of Gracie Planels. So Jarvis Christian with 3 straight points after the Knights took their first lead at 5-4. Overpass there, and is there contact with the net maybe? Or did they just goof up that whistle? No change in the score. I think it was just an inadvertent whistle. I didn't see any signal from the official. That's going to be a nice play there by Ochoa. Won it at the net. I believe, hard to see the jersey numbers, but Malavia Fui, I believe that's her in to serve. Denise Nebakira also coming in for the Knights. And that serve goes well short. Jarvis Christian back up by 2. Messiah West, second on the team with 15 aces, sends it across. Bizfam, again, it's out of bounds. Correction, that was Nebakira. Nebakira, who came in with 7 kills on the season. Off on her first attempt. Jarvis by 3. Nebakira playing the soft game that time, but it doesn't clear the net. Jarvis Christian back up by 4. We have a timeout. We'll step aside with the Bulldogs leading your Knights 10-6. Busy week for us this week, as we'll have soccer doubleheader tomorrow, more volleyball on Friday, and then soccer again on Saturday night. So Friday afternoon for volleyball. This is the first of a back-to-back here at home for SWAU. Won't be home after this week until the 17th of October as Lexi Key gets there first. Planell sends it over. Big hit there by Jarvis Christian, sent right back from the back row. Jarvis able to get that over somehow. I thought that was going to be a kill for Fui. Instead, we play on in this long rally. There's the overpass, but it works out on the big hit there, so Knights get the point. That ends a long scoring run for Jarvis Christian. 11-7 now. Annie Ochoa to serve, 4 aces on the year. Make it 5. Boy, the serving has been on point here today for the Knights, helping them stick in this. I mentioned that's a big key difference between this year and last year. Still a few things to improve on. Blocking is about the same. Receiving errors about the same as a season ago, but improvements nonetheless. Lexi Key got there first. Set to the near side. And Balboa tried to recover, but nice blocking again for the second time here in this first set for the Bulldogs. Hubbard was there for the Bulldogs. Miscommunication there is going to lead to another point for Jarvis Christian. There's Balboa. Set goes to the left side, and violation at the net called on the Knights. This time Nebakira, cross-court attack is long and out of play, and the Knights have not been accurate here in this opening set. Serving's been great. That's helped them stay in it, but now Jarvis starting to pull away here. Nebakira, and again, it's a third point off of a block here in the opening set for Jarvis Christian. Balboa was on the reception. She dumps it over. Set by Hubbard. Actually, it's a dump by Hubbard. Balboa, that one might have been long. Bulldogs making sure, but unable to get it over. Knights need a little bit of a rally here with Lexi Key getting ready to serve. Faith Bizfam coming back in. Lexi on the year, 6 aces. Cross-court attack by Hubbard. Dig attempt by Nebakira goes backwards and out of bounds. And Jarvis Christian back up by 8. Now, Liston tried for the set. It was hit a little bit long. Bulldogs now doubling up the Knights here, 19-8. Ochoa hit that one too long. And another timeout for Southwestern Adventist. We will step aside as well. Chris Sheeman back here with you. It is a 10-point advantage now for Jarvis Christian. Knights from the back row. Lexi Key going to get a kill. Just her second of the year. The Librero. Liston is out. Balboa coming back in. Tatiana Youngberg also back in. Knights get another kill. Faith Bisfam. I believe that's her first here today, 19-11, Jarvis Christian. Good placement, better dig though for SWAU. Right side, that was Roy hitting it out of, correction, it was Ellis hitting it out of bounds. Actually, I'm not sure who that is. I believe it's a number 20, and I don't have one on my roster. Go figure, an NAIA. Set by Hubbard over to the left side, and that's going to be inbounds. Nice hit there on the left from West. Asaya West came in hitting 194, leading the team coming into the match with 123 kills. All conference last year, Jarvis Christian had 5 all-conference selections in their 17-win campaign a season ago. West was one of them. Ariana Wilson, who we'll also see. Barron taps it over. And that one mishit by Barron. Knights hanging around. Still some separation for Jarvis Christian, but back on serve, Southwestern Adventist with a chance maybe to get a little run going here late in this first set. That's going to be long. Bulldogs lead is 6 now. A rare serving mistake here in the opening set for the Lady Knights, just their second error. So Bulldogs 4 away from taking this opening set. Bisfam sends it over. Set for Youngberg. That was a nice hit by Tatiana there. Made the defender guess a little bit on that diving play, came up short, so Youngberg gets the kill. Now Faith Bispham to serve. She had 3 consecutive aces earlier in this set. So a good person to have on serve when you're trying to rally back here. Youngberg through the block. From the back row, Jarvis Christian sending it away. From the middle, nice dig there. That was Wilson on the dig for Jarvis. Second longest rally of the opening set is going to be won by the Bulldogs, and once again it's blocking. Hubbard and Barron were both there for the Bulldogs. That's one of the areas we talked about it, all the improvements for the Knights. That's one area that hasn't improved this year to last year. Being outblocked. Some of that is competition. You play a lot of NAIs and JUCOs, you're going to have maybe a size discrepancy. Miscommunication there, and Ochoa couldn't get to it in time. So 2 points away, Jarvis Christian looking to take set number 1 here. Set again by Hubbard, hit over by Barron on the cross-court attack. Knights sending it back. Trouble at the net, and that's going to give SWAU the point. 4 touches, and then some. No, wait, they gave that. I'm sorry, they gave it to Jarvis Christian. I must have missed something. Was I looking down at my notes? It clearly looked like 4 touches, but they must have called something on the Knights as Youngberg goes out. Carmeli Liston back in. She will serve. 3 aces on the year. Set point for Jarvis Christian. And they take set number 1 by 9, 25-16. We'll take a break, come back, bring you the second set here in just a bit. Don't go too far. Chris Shima back here with you. On to set number 2 we go. Jarvis Christian winning the first one by 9, 25-16. Start of a back-to-back at home for the Knights. We'll be with you again later this week, Friday afternoon. Rematch against Randall. Jarvis Christian going back on the road Friday and Saturday. They're going to be at Southwest. Overhit by Barron. Lexi Key got there first. Here's Faith Bisfam finding the open space. Nice hitting so far today by Faith Bisfam, who came in with 25 kills on the season, hitting 116. And I believe she leads the team in, now Carmelie Liston's hitting 211, but has had far fewer opportunities. So. Lexi Key on the reception. Here's Youngberg, that one too long. So tied at 1 apiece. Bisfam gonna be long that time. Jarvis Christian has Kaya Barron serving. Going to be a nicely done kill there for Ochoa, I believe, over on that left side. It is real hard to see on that left side. I do apologize, folks, but I believe that was Annie. Cross-court attack, was it touched? Yeah. Okay. Otherwise, it would have been long. Bulldogs back up by 1 here in the early stages of set number 2. Bulldogs sweeping the Knights on Thursday, but first set more competitive than it was up in Hawkins. 3-3 now as Nevakira will come in and Liston. Carmelie will serve. The soft game working that time for Jarvis Christian as the Bulldogs retake the lead. Set by Liston, and the miss hit there by Nevakira. Bulldogs up by 2 now. Well, Barron tried to set it up for maybe a back row hit, but it was off the mark. Mistake there by the Bulldogs. It's 5-4. Hit it through Pinnell's block. Lexi Key got to get it over. That block back goes out of bounds. Nice hit. The ponytails in volleyball are so long, I can't see the jersey numbers on some of these ladies. So apologize if you're a Bulldogs fan. You're wondering, why doesn't he mention their names? I can't see them. Close to an ace there. Good recovery by the Knights. Overhit. Tough play at the net, and another swing and miss by Nevakira there. So Jarvis Christian up by 3. It's 7-4 here in set 2. Ochoa got there first. Cross-court hit received by Roy. Roy from the left side. Nice dig there by the Bulldogs. Just some nice work at the net. We talked about the blocking. Hasn't been outstanding this year for the Knights, but Plunells was there with her teammate. And now Lexi Key will serve. Again, Roy, this time hitting it too long. We'll try it again. Double hit. They need to keep going at her. She's got a little bit of the yips right now, so let's see how Lexi Key plays this on the serve. Yeah, they're going to that opposite side now. And that gives Jarvis Christian the lead back. Kelly in to serve. And they bring in Camarino. Going to be an ace for the Bulldogs. Cassandra Camarino moves over to the opposite side. They have her listed as a libero, but certainly not here today. Nevakira cross court. Liston tried to catch him sleeping. Kelly sends it over from the back row. Nice play there by Liston again. A couple of nice decisions by her here in this longer rally. Set up for the left side, that's into the net. Jarvis Christian back up by 3, 10-7 here in set number 2. We got a timeout called by the Knights. We'll be back here in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Chris Shima. Glad to be with you from the home studio in Ohio. Overhit there by Liston. A little too much on it with Wilson serving for the Bulldogs. They have a 4-point lead. Service error that time. Just a little bit too long. If you're just joining us, Bulldogs won the opening set 25-16. Looking to sweep the season series with the Knights. Camarino sends it high into the air, and then it's bumped over from the middle. Booming hit by Plunells, I believe, over there on that left side. Oh, Lexi Key, what a play. A long rally. Jarvis Christian finally gets the point, but Lexi Key made a heck of a dig. We see maybe a light go out there. It looks like it got a little bit darker. So Wilson still serving. Jarvis Christian by 4 now. I think they might be trying to fix that light that went out, so we're in a bit of a timeout here. Start of a back-to-back here at home for the Knights. With you again for Randall. It's a busy, busy week. Bring up the schedule again while we're in a little bit of a delay. So doubleheader of soccer tomorrow against Arlington, 6 and 8 p.m. Then volleyball Friday at 3 p.m. And soccer, just a single game, just the guys against Cedar Valley. That will wrap up September. October is going to be a much lighter schedule. That soccer doubleheader on the 9th is our last soccer coverage, and then I believe the 17th and 20th are our final 2 volleyball broadcasts. I'll bring up my calendar here, and I can tell you for sure if that's true. It is. And then later in October, we're already getting into basketball. Can you believe it? Time flies, folks. All right, we're still in a delay, so we're going to step aside till they get the lighting issues fixed. We'll be back here in as long as it takes, I guess. We'll be back. So I think we're going to play on here. With Jarvis Christian up by 4. And Wilson still serving. Lexi Key set by Liston. Jarvis Christian got the point there. Our video kind of froze up on us for a second there, but it is now 13-8. Bulldogs. I'm going to even their record on the road. Came in at 3-4. Split a tri-match in Mississippi over the weekend. Lexi Key from the back row. Oh, what a play. Camarino. Showing you why she was all conference in the Red River last year. Wow. Eunice Balboa is going to serve. So the play by Camarino evidently was out of bounds, but I spoke a little too soon maybe on that as Jarvis Christian gets the point right back. Still a nice effort by Camarino. Faith Bizfam is back in the middle. They get it through the block attempt of Youngberg. And the point goes to the Knights there on that left side. I believe it was Liston. Boy, it's hard to see those jersey numbers over there, folks. Faith Bizfam has had a good serving game here today. She's back on serve. Knights hanging around 14-10. There was only one set that was really close in the first meeting. It was the second set that Jarvis Christian won by 8, 25-17. Longest rally maybe of the match, certainly since early on in the first set, but a mishit there by Planels. As she came up short, puts the Bulldogs back up by 5. Ball out of bounds, so SWAU gets the point there. Liston back in the serve for the Knights. Set goes to the right side, and a whistle over there as violation called on SWAU. What's the call there? I didn't see the... Might have been an illegal hit. Either way, Jarvis Christian is up 16-11 here in the second set. Make it 17-11 on the double hit, or 4 hits. That's going to be a service error, so Jarvis Christian, win, lose, or draw. I think they'll take away that the serving needs to maybe improve a little bit. That has helped the Knights hang around here. That one hit into the net by Barkley. It was tight in the first set, too. Right up until about this point, Knights had an opportunity to go on a run and weren't able to do it. Will this be another opportunity missed maybe as Jarvis Christian goes back up by 5? Bulldogs hit 542 in the first meeting between these two teams on Thursday. That's not likely going to be the number today. Ooh, through the block, nicely done. Eunice Balboa, I'm pretty sure, over there. Lexi Key. And trouble at the net for Jarvis Christian. Lexi Key gets the ace. Lexi Key, Faith Bizfam have served it nicely here today for the Knights. Overpass there. Barkley, Lexi Key. And it's set up for Fui, I believe that was. Alavia into the net. Jarvis Christian trying to be first to 20 here, with Rogers in to serve for the Bulldogs. Pham, yet another kill to her totals. She might lead the team in that category here today. Hard to say. Youngberg is going to come back in. Ooh, booming hit on the left side by Camerino. This time it's in. Camerino came in, hitting right at 0. But she is a much better player than that. And she's showing you why here today. She's made a couple nice plays. One didn't go in her favor. It was out of bounds, but love the effort anyways. Balboa sends it over. Roy with a nice big hit. Lexi Key was ready for it, though. That's going to go off Lexi Key. Jarvis Christian is 4 points away from taking a commanding 2-game lead here. 2-set lead. Whichever you prefer. I've heard it differently, and I've heard people's preferences differently. Service error, though. Knight's still in this one. It's a 4-point second set. I prefer set, as you can see, but Eunice Balboa now to serve. Barron sets it up, and it's sent over. Was that touched? It was. Point to the Knights. It's a 3-point second set. Annie Ochoa with a big hit that time. Knights keeping it alive, and unable to hit it over was Liston. A little room for error for the Knights, but it is a much tighter second set, and this is the tightest set that the Knights have played in, well, I guess now the first 5. Oh, mistake there by Hubbard. He tried for the dump play. Correction, that might have been Camerino. Hard to tell the 1s and 7s there, but either way, Knights only down by 3. Faith Bispham, that's her 4th ace today. She had a string of 3 in a row in the opening set, and it's a 2-point second set with the exact person you want serving for the Knights in this situation. It's always tough the later you get in these sets. Liston gonna be whistled. They tried to get it to her, and it was a little off the mark, and credit Liston. She tried to chase it down, just couldn't. Commits the violation, and that's exactly the point I was trying to make. You know, when you're in this tight set, these endings every little bit that goes against you can be really devastating. That was Hubbard from the middle. Nice diving play there, that time by Liston. Oh, can the Knights get it over? They cannot. This will be a heartbreaker. Jarvis Christian with the set point. You'll love the effort from Southwestern Adventist, but no room for error now, as it's set point again. Knights trying to avoid going down 2-zip, and the air helps their cause. 24-21 now. Liston and Fui coming back in, as Youngberg and Liston go out. The other Liston. Big hit by Hubbard and an exclamation point on a tight second set. Jarvis Christian wins that one 25-21. They lead the match overall 2-0. We'll be back with the third set here in just a moment. Knights lose a heartbreaker in that second set, so fighting to stay in the match now, Southwestern Adventist. Kelly is going to serve for the Bulldogs. Gina Kelly. Lexi Key getting there first. A tap over that time by Bizfam. And at the net, a violation there by Jarvis Christian. Camarino wants an explanation. Well, you've seen the Knights called for that same similar play. Oh, there's nobody told the Knights that we were still in a holding pattern. There was a second volleyball on the court, and Camarino was still talking to the official here. Now we're ready for the serve. Knights swept by Jarvis Christian in 3 straight sets in the last meeting on Thursday, trying to avoid that on their home court. And another violation at the nets on Camarino. Balboa serving. Balboa's got an ace. Knights with a good start to this third set. They lead at 3-0. Coming up short, Camarino. First 4 to SWAU here in the third set. And Eunice Balboa on a roll, serving. That's going to be an ace. That's in. 5 straight for the Knights. Well, we have a timeout here for the Bulldogs. They appear content to ride this out. Good start to the third set. Overhit there. And miscommunication by the Knights. Boy, that was ugly all the way around on both sides, but the Knights benefit. 6 straight to start this third set. SWAU looking good with Eunice Balboa serving. Lexi Key, nice dig. Youngberg hits it over. Boy, to her knees was Barron. Oh, BizFam, what a play. 7 straight to start the third set for Southwestern Adventist. Faith BizFam. Well, that was from earlier. We don't want to show that one as we go to a timeout. Let's recap the start of this third set, which has been all Knights. Serving has been a big reason why the Knights have been able to hang around in this match overall after Jarvis Christian blew them out of the water back on Thursday. You see that service ace there, and then Faith BizFam has been serving and hitting the ball quite nicely for the Knights here all day today as the little comeback flops to the ground and the Knights lead at 7-0. We'll take a timeout. So out of the timeout. Another nice serve by Balboa, and that's going to be a violation, double contact there by Jarvis Christian. 8 straight for the Knights. Fans are loving it in Keene. Balboa, that's, just over the line. I thought she had it in. Just a little bit long. And I believe it's going to be Camarino now to serve. Cross court hit by Barron. Liston got there, then Balboa sends it over. Soft game from the left side. Lexi Key. Nice dive, but Knights unable to do anything. Back-to-back points for Jarvis Christian after the Knights scored the first 8 here in set 3. Ochoa sends it over. Is that in or out? That was in, they say. Knights thought it was out. So Jarvis Christian now on serve, trying to regain control of the match. Barron had it blocked back, but was alert and ready. That's going to be blocked. Youngberg and BizFam were both there, but it's out of bounds. And now Knights lead cut in half, 8-4. Set by Liston. BizFam gets it over. Barron trying that cross-court play again. And the blocking at the net again working. That time it was Roy. And the Knights need a timeout. First 8 to the Knights, last 5 to Jarvis Christian. SWAU up by 3. 5 straight for Jarvis Christian. They stay on serve. Youngberg has it sent back. Ochoa set it up. Back row hit by Balboa, I believe. Barron got it through the block. Lexi Key able to get it over. And that ends a streak of 5 straight points for the Bulldogs. Faith Bispham to serve now for the Knights. 4 aces today for Faith. Planell's also back out there. And now Lexi Key will come in and Bispham will sit down. So Jarvis Christian weathering the storm after the Knights scored 8 straight, but they have not been fluid. I was curious to see how the Bulldogs would come out, if I can get the words out, after hitting 542 against the Knights on Thursday. This has been anything but a fluid team against the Knights. Still an opportunity to sweep in straight sets, though. Although Southwestern Adventist leading this one by 4. Set by Liston and getting it through the block. Ochoa is hitting there by Annie. And the Knights lead by 5 again. See if we can't replay that one after this serve. Take another look at Annie Ochoa's nice hitting. Barron cross court every time, just about. Fui taps it over. Ochoa sets it up, back row hit there by Balboa, I believe, and that's going to go out of play. Little dink attempt. And we didn't get the full replay of Ochoa's last point. So Knights double up the Bulldogs here in this 3rd set. And this time the cross-court attack works in Barron's favor, 12-7. On the near side, Barkley can't clear the net, or it was blocked by Planells. Either way, Knights get the point. Looking good here in set 3. That's going to be yet another ace. Boy, the aces are just racking up today for SWAU. Annie Ochoa, I believe, is serving. Set to the near side, a little too much on that for Balboa. Knights already 2 wins under their belt. Hadn't won a match in the previous 4 seasons. Barron in to serve. Balboa the soft game that time. Wilson there first, bumped over. Lexi Key hit it the wrong way, and it's 14-9 Knights. Balboa overpass. Boy, I thought that was going to be sent right back over by Kelly. Kelly now with the big hit, and Lexi Key keeps hope alive. Knights recover, get it over. Big hit by Barkley, it was blocked back. It was Planells and Balboa sending it back over. Lexi Key. Kelly. And whistle there went against the Knights. Legal attack. 15-10. Faith Bisfam back in the middle for SWAU. Dump is gonna go, oh, is it in? No, just out of bounds. I think if Jarvis gets another point, we're gonna see a timeout. Let's see, because they do get another point on the ace. No timeout yet for Coach Niwa. And after the ace, the air. It's by 4. Here comes Liston and also Youngberg. And it'll be Liston to serve. Camarino, couple of hits. Balboa sending it over. Camarino right back. Now Youngberg. Reception by Wilson. Smart play by Liston from the back row. That's going to be too long from Lexi Key, who had a rare kill earlier in the first set, I believe it was, but long on that back row attempt. So the Knights, who scored the first 8, have been outscored 13-8 since then. They do maintain a 3-point lead. Jarvis Christian leads overall 2-0 here in the third set. Boy, Faith Bisfam, just incredibly intelligent player from the middle for the Knights. Seemingly knows what to do in all situations. Went with the soft touch that time and it worked. Now Balboa was serving when the Knights started that big scoring run. She's back on serve now. Youngberg hits it over. Set by Kelly, hit by Camarino. Now Ochoa with the kill. Her second here in this third set. Balboa. Overhit there, trouble at the net. Jarvis gets it over though. Liston got there first. Here is Youngberg. Yes! She finds the open space in the back row. Knights trying to be first to 20 here. This has been a really well played third set. I cannot believe the progress in this Knights program from last year to this year. That is just out. So Balboa a little bit long on that serve. But you're talking about going up against an NAIA for a team that didn't win a set the previous 2 seasons. The Knights have really turned things around this year. Getting Bisfam back has been a huge reason why. Some of the freshmen that have come in. Youngberg is, I guess technically not a freshman, but this is her first season. So Knights first to 20. Bisfam on serve. Set by Liston. Youngberg through the block. She has another kill. Knights are 4 points away from getting a third set victory and keeping hope alive in the match. From the middle, that's going to be down off of Hubbard, I believe. So the setter with a little deception. Take another look at this play by Youngberg. Getting it through the block, back to live action. To the ground, Liston. Cross court hit by Barron, going to be long. Knights are 3 points away from keeping this one going. So Liston serving. Lexi Key overhit. Lexi Key again. And that one winds up as Ochoa tried to make the play, came up a bit short. (22-16) Knights here in set 3. Flannel's with the mistake. Jarvis Christian trailing by 5 on serve. We're going to take timeout. Come back, wrap up set 3 here in just a moment. Jarvis Christian is trying for the sweep, but Knights are looking good here in set 3. They scored the first 8 points in this third set, as Balboa had to come over and get it over. And that is Annie Ochoa. Knights are 2 points away from extending the match. They lost the first set by 9, 25-16. Lost the second set in a tight one, 25-21. Little dump going to be too long off of a Liston. Trying to go back. This might be, if the Knights can hang on here late in set 3, the first set victory over Jarvis Christian. I'm back at 2018, and Jarvis Christian swept them in both meetings back in 2018. We know what happened in recent history. They were all sweeps. That's going to be out of play, so Jarvis Christian hanging around here. And I'm just going through the old record book and some more history maybe for the Knights. Lexi Key from the back row, that's going to be long, and maybe a little nervous energy now starting to creep in. Oh, that's just going to clear the net, and now it's a 2-point lead. Got to be careful now if you're the Knights. We started talking about this at the end of the second set. There's little room for error if you're Jarvis Christian, but Knights have been giving him some gifts. So Balboa bumps it over. Set to the left, a little tap over there by Camarino. Balboa again sending it away. From the middle, that's Kelly. And Kelly makes it Very interesting now, 23 to 22. Uh-oh. Knights got to get back in their own heads, calm things down here. This is a very important point. And it's a kill for Planels, who says, I got this. And it's set point Knights, possibly for the first time ever against an NAIA, or at least in recent memory. Lexi Key serving. And a violation there. Still set point though. Nice play by Balboa, and the Knights win set 3, 25 to 23. So we play on here in Keene with Jarvis Christian leading the match overall 2-1. We'll be back with the fourth set here in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. So, going back through the old records, the last time that the Knights won a set over a scholarship team was back in 2018. And that was against, well, they did it a couple of times. But it looks like the last one was October 19, 2018. They won a 5-setter over Paul Quinn. Pretty sure Paul Quinn is an NAIA. So it's been a long time, but Knights have played well as we're tied at the start of this one. Now, Paul Quinn's a USC AA, so that doesn't really count. All right, I got to keep digging here, folks. Booming hit there by Lopez. Savannah Lopez makes it 2-1 Jarvis. Youngberg gonna hit that one long, and it's 3-1 Jarvis. The Bulldogs still lead, by the way. And a loose shoelace has us held up here. It's hard to find this kind of information. Set by Liston. And the kill over there by Planels, I believe that was on the left side. 3-2 Jarvis here in the fourth set. Yeah, that's all we have is back to 2018. There's no records from 2017 or prior. So at least in the last 5 years, that third set victory by the Knights was their first over a scholarship program in at least recent history. Through the block that time as Planels came up empty. Jarvis Christian retakes the lead 4-3. Jarvis Christian still looking to sweep the season series. And that dump is going to stay in bounds. We are tied at 4. That was Liston, I believe. Did that a couple of times already here today. Annie Ochoa now to serve. Set goes to Camerino, and it's off the mark. Knights take their first lead here in set number 4. If you're just joining us, Jarvis Christian won the first 2 sets, 25-16, 25-21. Knights winning set 3, 25-23. Jarvis Christian, already you can see they're hitting with a little more accuracy here in this 4th set. This is a team that hit 540, over 540 against the Knights on Thursday. Not having the same luck here today. Knights retaking the lead there. Eunice Balboa picks up another kill. Lexi Key serving. Serving's been a big help to the Knights here today. Trouble at the net on the overhit. Knights by 2 now on the double contact. Service error. I jinxed them, folks. That's my fault. As soon as the broadcaster mentioned serving, right into the net it goes. Bulldogs came in 5-10, 3-4 on the road. Knights are 2-5, 1-1 here at home, 2-1 in the region. Sweeping the season series with that champion team that did not look good. Took 5 sets in Arkansas when the Knights went on the road, but they did sweep that season series. Liston on serve. Here's Hubbard. Overhit. And Knights unable to recover there. The lead is 1 for SWAU, trying to force a 5th deciding set. We haven't had one of those yet this year. Knights and Champion went to 4 sets. The Knights won that one. And then Eastfield swept the Knights. Faith Bizfam, yet another kill to her total here tonight. Be interested to see the box score for this one. I'm curious to see what the Knights are hitting today. This might be their season best. That's going to be out. A little bit long for Balboa. Balboa was serving, if you're just joining us, in the first set, or excuse me, in that third set. Knights got out to an 8-0 lead with her serving. Set by Liston. And that is blocked back off the hit by Planels. It's out of bounds, though. So Knights by 2 again. Faith Bizfam has 4 aces, I believe, today. Commits the error that time, though. And it's 10-9. Knights, some stat differences last year to this year. We've talked about the serving already. 3.6 kills per set last year, 5.6 this year. Opponents are -3 in kills per set. Youngberg, oof, almost got that one down. Nice diving dig on the back row, though. That's going to be touched. That might have been long, but the Knights get the point. Ochoa on the opposite side. Nebakira will come in. We haven't seen her since the first set or second set. And now Liston also in to serve. Set now by Liston. And that one hit well long. Was it touched? The Knights are saying it was. Well, I don't know if we got that, but I'd like to run that one back. So the Knights appeal for a touch, and they say it was touched. After this serve, I'll try to replay. I don't know what we got on the replay. That block back goes out of bounds. Yeah, we did not get it. So 12-10 now. This would be the best win in probably 7 or 8 years for the Knights, as Nebakira has not been accurate today. And that goes through the fingertips of Liston. So all tied up at 12 apiece. Set by Liston, and nice blocking there. Ochoa with a good hit, but Lopez was there for Jarvis Christian. They retake the lead now at 13-12. Back and forth, 4 set. Jarvis trying to win it in 4. Knights trying to force a 5th set. Barkley hits that one too long, and we are tied again at 13. Chris Shima, glad to be with you from the home studio in Cleveland. Liston sets it up, Biz fam. Now Lopez, dig by Lexi Key. Planell's had it blocked back, now plays the soft game. So does Camarino. Longest rally of the fourth set. Camarino wins it for her team. Jarvis up 14-13. And we're tied again on the air. Lexi Key. Biz fam from the right side. That was Roy getting it over. Oh, collision there. Biz fam and Nebakira. Lexi Key just gets it over. Overpass. Lexi Key is there. My goodness. Longest rally of the match by far. Lexi Key, oh, right to the official. And the Bulldogs win that one. It's 15-14. There's Nebakira. Picks up her first kill here today. She was, she made that air, and she kind of had her head down, and Elizabeth Niwa kind of gave her some encouragement there after that play, and it paid off on that attack for Nebakira. Biz fam. Youngberg back in for Nebakira now, by the way. Oh, Biz fam alert, but it's 4 touches. So Jarvis Christian up by 1 in a fourth set where there has been little to no separation. I think the biggest lead so far here in set 4 has been 3 points. Liston set. Hit by Balboa. Overhit there, and the comebacker sent to the floor by Hubbard. Lexi Key diving for it, but coming up short. Kelly coming back in for Jarvis Christian. Bulldogs by 2 as we start to get later and later here in this fourth set. 2-point lead becomes bigger and bigger. Biz fam. Oh, nice play there by Kelly. Kelly will try it again. Nice job there by SWAU. Hubbard had it blocked back by Biz fam. Sent right back over. Now Balboa. Too long. And the lead is 3 for Jarvis Christian. Knights are going to want to talk about it here. 18-15. Jarvis Christian trying to win it in the fourth set. Knights trying to force set 5. We'll be back. See how the Knights respond now out of this timeout. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Jarvis Christian won the first two sets. Those of you who were just with us, 25-16 in set 1, 25-21 in the second set. Knights won a tight third set, 25-23. I think they might be checking something at the scorer's table. So we're going to step aside here once again. Still in a timeout here. There's something going on at the scorer's table that has us held up here, folks. So once they're back to live action in Keene, then we'll be back with you. Something to do with the rotation for Jarvis Christian, and the official over there is none too pleased about it either. So we're still in this holding pattern. And as you can see, he's very animated over there. So, okay. I've not seen this before. But he's making the entire team sub out, basically. I have no idea what this could be, folks. This is very unusual. Annie Ochoa is getting an explanation. Because that's not something you see every day, where basically everybody had to sub out. Weird. And it's been a long delay, too. All right, back to action here. Jarvis Christian by 3. Trying to wrap things up here in this fourth set. Youngberg, that was blocked. So no 4 touches there. Boy, a lot of power there from Roy, who sends it screaming at the Knights. Well, the road's starting to get more and more difficult. If you're the Knights, you've got to figure out a way to get back on track here. Try to keep this match going. Let's see what Balboa can do. Hubbard, that was into the net. So 4 touches for the Bulldogs. Knights really got to string some points together here. It's only 3, but the later you get, the bigger that lead is. Eunice Balboa serving. And a whistle and double contact. Jarvis Christian. I didn't see it, but sometimes on the sets, that's where the mistakes can come. So a couple of gifts by the Bulldogs. Knights now only down 2. Here is Barkley. Barkley with an important kill. First to 20, Jarvis Christian. They lead the match overall 2-1. Oh, please, let's not do this again. Okay, so Roy came out. Dumped by, nice play there by Liston, but the Bulldogs, well, they were ready for it, but couldn't get it over as Lopez came up short. Faith Bisfam will serve for the Knights. And that's going to be double contact. Flanells. Cannot make mistakes right now if you're the Knights. That was the last one. Got to be perfect from here. Try to force a 5th set. There's another gift from the Bulldogs, as well as Jarvis Christian played in the first meeting between these programs on Thursday. It has not been consistent here tonight in Keene. Liston in to serve. Nebakira has come back in as well. Barron the big hit. Barron soft touch that time. Liston dumps it over. Nice diving attempt there. From the middle, a big kill by Planells. Gracie Planells makes it a 1-point 4th set. Ooh. Kept alive Lexi Key, but Liston just couldn't get it over. So Jarvis Christian back up by 2 as Hubbard goes out. Nels had it blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Camarino couldn't keep it in. Boy, this has been a fun one, hasn't it? The first set, it looks like this might be over quick. It was 25-16 to Jarvis Christian. The last 2 sets were decided by 6 total points. Oh. Ochoa knew it. Just a mistake there, and Jarvis Christian, that 2-point lead is massive right now, late in this 4th set. Knights need maybe a little bit more noise from the home crowd. They were loud in that 3rd set. Cross-court hit by Balboa, winds up in the back row. Roy, Lexi Key tried for the dig, and it is match point for Jarvis Christian. Well, no matter how this one ends up, you love the effort from the Knights. They have brought it in these last 2 sets. Not over yet. The air, another gift by the Bulldogs. Knights with 0 wiggle room, though. They have to be perfect. Lexi Keys serving. Disfam, Balboa, and Nebakira are up front. That's out of bounds. 24-23. Another nail biter. Knights still very much alive. Still match point, though, for Jarvis. Set goes to the right side. Lexi Key gets there. Balboa across court. Roy able to come up. Disfam, soft touch. Was it touched? No, and it goes out of bounds. Jarvis Christian wins another tight set and takes the match 3-1. A for effort for the Knights. The last 3 sets decided by 8 total points, but Jarvis Christian wins it. They go to 6-10, even their road record at 4-4. The Knights fall to 2-6 and 1-2 here at home, losing in 4 sets, 25-16, 25-21, 23-25, and then 25-23 is how the scoring goes for Jarvis. We'll be with you again tomorrow night. Soccer doubleheader against Arlington. Volleyball back in action on Friday. Another home match against Randall. It'll be an afternoon affair at 3 p.m. Come on back for everything we have coming at you this weekend. For everybody at SWAU